Hi, I'm Megan O'Quinn with iCEV, and this is the Designing for Your Future with iCEV in Bulb session. I've got Allison Gosney and Amy Pavlock with Bulb here, also to help me present this workshop. To start off with, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I want to show off a couple of the iCEV courses that focus on graphic design and digital media. So the two design courses we offer on iCEV are graphic design and illustration and digital media. And so we're just going to take a quick look at an overview of each of those courses and then go in and actually look at a lesson and how that lesson is laid out. So first, if we take a look at graphic design and illustration, this is going to be a course that really just goes over the principles of graphic design, whether that's using photographs or typography, color theory, layout and composition, printing, and then also just talking about the technologies that are used within graphic design, as well as the different employability skills individuals should have to obtain a graphic design career. We go back out, we can take a look at the lessons in the digital media course. This course is going to be a little more wide-ranging and focus on photography, audio production, video production, a little bit of graphic design, animation, and then how to use digital media just in general and really meld some of those different principles together. So maybe designing graphics for a video that you're doing or doing some drawing for an animation. So this one is a little bit more of an advanced or all-encompassing of all different types of media, whereas the graphic design course is really going to focus in on the design principles. And so let's go look at one of the lessons, and I actually want to take a look at a lesson within the graphic design course. So the way that iCEV is laid out is each course is designed as a course playlist consisting of all sorts of different lessons. And then each of these lessons can kind of be thought of as the chapters of the textbook that you would think of from a traditional textbook standpoint. So if you wanted to go in and view one of these chapters, so let's just say we wanted to take a look at the color theory lesson here. You would click on view to open that. All of the lessons within iCEV are going to be either video, PowerPoint, or a combination of both. This lesson is actually going to combine video and then also have a PowerPoint segment with it. So you can view those in kind of this media playing area. Each lesson is also going to be accompanied by its own lesson plan. The lesson plan, the first page is just going to go over the duration as well as the goal, description, and objectives, and show horizontal alignments, or if you're in a state that wants you to utilize the Common Core standards, we would include those alignments there as well. And then beneath this purple lesson plan heading is where there's a daily scope and sequence of how to use the different projects and activities in conjunction with the segments of video or PowerPoint in the lesson. This is just a suggested lesson plan, but it can be used to show you what has already been pre-made for you within our materials. And then on the last page of the lesson plan is going to be a short description of each of those different activities or projects. If something is mentioned within the lesson plan, especially from a project standpoint, those can be found underneath this printable heading. So if we look at that, you can see all of those different printable activities and then the projects as well. You also have a printable version of the assessment. One of the nice add-ons that you can have for iCEV are student licenses, which student licenses would allow students to actually log in and be able to view the lesson, and then also any of the printable materials that you've made visible to them, but also the interactive pieces. What's great about the interactive pieces is students can actually go in. So we're going to click on one of these. They can come in, complete this activity interactively, and then once they are finished with it, it's going to automatically grade that for you. So that takes a little bit of the paperwork of grading and time consumption that takes up off of you and puts that into iCEV. So those interactive activities are a huge time saver. From a printable perspective, like I mentioned, those are where those hands-on projects or activities are going to be. So if you were wanting your students to complete this color design project, each of those PDFs are going to have very detailed instructions for what the students should be doing. So for instance, in this project, they're going to be researching and then creating a design according to one of the scenarios that they pick within this project sheet. So they're going to research different designs and then check their resources and come up with color schemes, and then actually create a design and also have to do some writing components with that. This is something that could be completed within a Google Doc or any of the graphic design programs that your students would be familiar with. But if you're looking for really a great way for your students to showcase their work, that's where we really see a great synergy with Bulb coming into play. And so I'm going to come back out here. And if we look at all of the different projects, you can see that there's a lot of different options that we have. And so I'm actually going to go ahead and turn this over to Allison and Amy so that they can show off what we could be doing in Bulb with iCEV projects, and then also just what Bulb has to offer in general. And turn it over to Allison and Amy so that they can show you around Bulb and kind of some of the different offerings that they have.
Hi, everyone. Amy and I are extremely excited to be here with you today, and we would like to begin by thanking iCEV for this opportunity and privilege to work with each of you today. Today, Bulb plans to show you how your iCEV curriculum incorporates with Bulb digital portfolio in the classroom, and so that they can make their digital portfolios for the real world. So Bulb is a beautiful and dynamic space where information meets creativity and knowledge becomes application and learning influences the world. We highly believe in that. We believe that each student will have the opportunity to show growth over time, and they can do this through their projects, through their community service, through badging and credentialing, through competitions, and most of all, the achievements, and they can share this with their parents as well. So Amy, I'm going to turn it over to you to show these examples, and so that we can show each person that's on the webinar today how iCEV and Bulb goes together. Take it away, Amy.
Thank you, Allison. We're just going to jump right in and kind of show how we work together with Bulb and iCEV. And I'm kind of jumping into, Megan went through the different lessons, and she was looking at graphic design, and I'm going to kind of jump into digital media technologies, which is new. And I'm just showing you right here on this one slide, it's telling you that this can be divided into animation, graphic design, which Megan referenced, web design, social media, photography, video production, and audio production. One of the awesome things about Bulb is that in graphic design and digital media, you use a lot of different types of technology. And Bulb is a platform where you can take all of those different pieces and put them in one place. And you can use them to build some beautiful projects that you're going to use to showcase your skills and your knowledge. It's a great way to be able to assess students because you've got it all in one place and you can see what they've done inside a Bulb page. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go over here and click on this digital media technologies lesson page right here. And you can see that it says to understand technologies in digital media and how they are used in various careers and industries. That's the goal, is to tie this all into the industry and how are they going to use this out in the workforce. I'm going to jump back over here really fast, and I want to show you an example of a Bulb page that we have from a student who is a high school senior named Daryl Walker, and he is interested in culinary arts, and so he is in the CTE culinary arts class. And let's just look at his page for just a moment. The first thing that he's doing right here is talking about job shadowing and research that he did through his class. And he gives you a little bit of introduction right here. So he's using an audio file, which is really going to make his page come to life here. So let's listen to his introduction to his page.
Hey y'all, my name is Daryl Walker, and I'm a senior high school student looking to break in the world of bacon. I've been working at a bakery for the past 2 years of high school and have a CTE, Culinary Arts course credit. Welcome to my Bulb. I hope you like the work you see here.
Okay, so this is different than your typical resume, so to speak, because you're actually getting to hear the student's voice, and it really makes the page pop and come to life. But then we're going to go down here, and he's going to talk about the interview questions that he had to answer before he got this internship. And then we're going to scroll down here, and you can see that he actually starts to tell you what are the clothes that he had to wear for this internship. So here's all of the clothes. He put them in a picture carousel, and we can click through this and see the different things he was required to wear. Then we're going to go down here, and he talks about how he learned about the business side of baking, and he actually embedded a video of a little seminar that he went to. And you can do this from any device, because Bulb is on any device because it's cloud-based, and so you can use your cell phone, your iPad, whatever device you have on, your person. And so I'm going to blow this up real quick. He embedded this video. So this is using different media
going
types.
into career and human resources. I always wanted to be one of those women who goes to like the career fairs and, meets people and is super friendly. So
you can see he was able to put this straight onto the page. Then we're going to scroll down here, and at the end of this is nice, and you're going to see this in a lot of the iCEV assignments I've noticed, is that they are giving them freedom. This is student driven. And this is really showing the student's talents. And so he was able to use digital media and graphic design and make his own video. So up here, he just recorded this. Right here, he actually made it using his video production skills that he learned in his class. And then he was able to showcase them right here within Bulb.
sugar. Oh, honey, you are mine.
So that's just a small example of how we get to see his internship, okay? Now we're going to jump back over here again, and we're going to go to this professional communications page that we've done in our partnership with iCEV. And you can see right here on this professional communications page that down here we have collections and pages. And you will notice if you look at the titles of each of these, they line up with the industry standards. So as iCEV has all of these industry standards in their lesson plans, you are able to take those and turn them into templates that you can in turn push out to your students and make lessons out of them. So it's taking it to the next level with iCEV. And the way that you do that, this is a whole collection that we're going to push out today. If you'll notice right here, it says use template. So I'm going to choose that. I'm going to click on it. It asks me if I would like to copy it. I'm going to say okay. Okay. Then I'm back on my iCEV Plus Bulb page right here. And you will notice if you go over here that it copied onto my main page. That's what will happen with a student. A student will be able to copy it to their page, open it up, and you'll notice that it's all in black and white. It's not published yet. That means it's just ready for the student to fill out and put their information in. So like if I open up written communication procedure, here's your assignment. Put together a collection of written or digital examples of written projects that include elements of professional writing, memorandums, business letters, research projects that cite, source, and include your interpretations. And so down here is where you're going to put in all of this stuff, and the student just has to fill in the template. You'll notice that right here, this one is already filled in for you using different types of graphic design and media. So right here lists the communication process. They made their own little graphic, and they were able to embed it straight into Bulb. So you can see the different graphics that they had to design and copy and paste them in here. And then down here again, they put in a video, and I'm just going to show you really, really fast how you can embed one of these videos. So I'm going to delete the one that's right here. So first of all, I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to go to YouTube. And I'm going to find a video And possibly the students are going to make this video themselves from their cell phone, but I'm going to go out here and I'm going to look for videos over communication. So here's a little short film over communication, and I'm going to embed that straight into my bulb page. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to do video. This is a menu that you will see over and over again, and this is how you put all of your media files into Bulb. So I'm going to do video, and I'm going to paste that URL straight into this little box right here, and I'm going to embed it. And boom, there's my video. I can make my video large or small if I would like, and I can also put a little caption underneath here titling the video. So you can see that this is how you will put every media type into Bulb. So it's very user-friendly and it's very intuitive. Now, let's pause a second and talk about who can see this project. Once you've done the project, you've put all of your media and graphic design into it, how do I share this out? I can do it in a lot of different ways, but I'm going to go up here to this publishing menu. And I can choose who I want to see it. Maybe I want to publish it to the public, maybe just the organization, maybe just to my teacher. You have lots of options. But what if you would like to share this with a potential employer and showcase your skills in using graphic design? You would create a private share link, and you can copy and paste that into an email or on an application for a job. You can even share this in a resume, so they can go out and click from your digital resume and see this page of some of the things that you've done. We also have a parent portal with Bulb. So any student that has a bulb, their parent automatically gets a free bulb. And it connects the two portfolios so that the parent can see what the student is doing within the classroom. So you have a lot of options there. And then you can go down here and you can publish your page, and you're in control of who sees it. Okay, that is the short version of how Bulb works, but it is very intuitive and very easy. So Megan, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Perfect. Well, thank you both so much. We're really excited about the opportunities that are available for teachers to use iCEV and then also Bulb, and how those can work together to really make professional things for their students to share with their potential employers. Please, if you all do have questions, we're going to be doing a short Q&A after this presentation. So if you'll just click on the link below, and also don't forget to enter your session completion code so that you're going to receive your points and also your professional development credit. So thanks so much, Amy and Allison, and we look forward to talking to you all in the Q&A session.
Thank you.